Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Seeing Hope Tuesday Tech Talk. I'm very excited today to welcome our former colleague and a very good friend, Nitesh Rathod, who is the Assistive Technology Specialist at the Virginia Department for the Blind and Visually Impaired. Some of you who receive support from DBVI might have met Nitesh before, or you might if you have already applied. We will talk today about the video magnifiers, or what we call the CCTVs, because many of us have questions about them and we would like to know more. Before we start, I would like to tell you about our town hall tomorrow, which will be about low vision rehabilitation. Our speakers will be Dr. Solomon Alabai and Dr. Payam Mujallal. So if you haven't registered already, please do so. And if it's hard for you to register, just give me a call at 301-951-4444. Nitesh, the floor, the mic, and the camera are yours.
Okay, thank you, Tara. Guys, can you hear me well?
Yes, we can hear you very well.
Great, thank you. So, welcome to the Technology Lab of DBVI Fairfax office. My name is Nitesh. I work as a Rehab Technology Specialist. And today I also have a colleague of mine's, a rehabilitation teacher. Her name is Tara. I'm sorry, her name is Harini. She's going to help me with the presentation, and of course, correct me if I'm wrong somewhere. Get me back on track. Sometimes I lose track. So at this lab, what we do is we do technology evaluations for clients. I'm sorry, this is a bit cluttered surrounding, but a lot of stuff here. But I will let Harini hold the camera in such a way that you can't see much of it. So, so today we're going to talk about our dear old friend, the CCTV camera, or the electronic magnifier, or the digital magnifier, as people want to call it. I do have some prompts with me on which I'm going to base the presentation for today, but it's not going to be, you're not going to see any PowerPoints today, but you will just see me around the devices and trying to show you some features and talk to you about features and the technology, how it works and what all it can offer. So what is a CCTV magnifier? Essentially, many of you might already have used it. Some of you might have used it. It's a device which converts physical images, physical like print or objects into something which can be seen on the screen, like a monitor. Now, these can be of various sizes, right from 3 inches going up to maybe 26, 27 inch, depending on what model or what size works best for an individual. And so how these are different from lens magnifiers? Well, as the name implies, lens magnifiers are purely optical devices. They are based on a magnifying lens. They don't have any electronics in them other than if they are illuminated, they might have a set of batteries, an on-off switch, and some kind of a light, maybe a bulb or an LED, which can illuminate or which can light up the area underneath what we are going to see. Other than that, so the CCTV magnifiers are like purely electronics based. They are electrical devices. They have a screen, they have a camera, and they have a processing circuit. Now, who needs a CCTV magnifier? Well, And who can still do with a lens magnifier? That's another question which sometimes is asked by several of my clients. So on that, I would want to say that most of the visual impairments that we can talk about today, they affect the retina of our eyes. And once the retina is affected, things like acuity goes down, and also things like the field of view might change. And there is another factor which might change with these impairments, and that is the contrast sensitivity. When I say contrast sensitivity, it means the ability to differentiate two different objects which have a very close like level of brightness. For example, if you are walking on a road and there's a curb, or there's a small missing stone on a curb, so a person with a severe contrast loss might not be able to notice it. It might gel with the road itself. So another example would be like the staircases. Like when we try to go up a flight of stairs, a person with impaired contrast may have difficulty, finding the edges of the stairs. So the electronic magnifiers, the basic difference between electronic magnifier and an lens magnifier is that electronic magnifiers are able to enhance the image. So they present the image to you in the form of a brighter with more contrast, and you could also induce false colors. And of course, you could zoom in to make it bigger or smaller. So with your impairment, if you are able to use a lens magnifier, and over a period of time, if it is progressive in nature, and you start finding that even after increasing the power of the lens, say, for example, you're using 6x and suddenly you then try this 8x and even the 10x, you borrow something from a friend and try that, but nothing seems to work. There could be a possibility that the brightness of the image, the contrast within the image is not enough for you. So that would be a point where you could go ahead and try the CCTV magnifier or an electronic magnifier, which will enhance the contrast, which will enhance the image and show it to you in a much brighter way. I hope many of my clients say that they're able to read bright, bold text, but not the the thinner font. No, they can't do it. They're able to read bright, bold text behind a black background, sometimes white text behind a black background. Why? Because the black text on a white background, the white background, if it is too much, like if the entire screen is white, it causes bleaching. And so the small black text, will gel into that, and it'll be blurry and hard to recognize. Okay, so let me now go to one of the CCTV magnifiers that we have here. Okay, you want to come here?
You can also sit
Let
here.
me know if you are.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Do you all see the screen well, or?
No, we can see Nitesh better. Yeah,
Now?
Now it's better, yes.
Better? Do you want me to move much more closer?
A little bit closer, but yeah. Yeah.
Okay, great. So I'm in front of a.
Yeah, that's fine.
You're good? Okay. I'm in front of a device which is called Topaz. This device is made by Freedom Scientific.
Sorry, Nitesh, it's just the glare from the light on your ceiling, I think.
Should we turn off the ceiling, or?
Wait.
Will it be too?
Yes, we will.
Is there any glare now still?
I think the light, yeah. If you can turn it off, let's try and see.
Yes, because the CCTV has its own light as well. So
Yeah.
I think it's too much of
Oh, it's worse.
worse, right?
Yeah, worse.
Maybe. Sorry.
Yeah, just leave it on. Just leave it on and we'll see. Yeah. Okay.
Or maybe I'll try to place the camera in such a way so that you can avoid the glare. Okay, just put it on.
Okay,
Yes.
better?
Better or worse?
Yeah, if you could put something underneath and then we can, tell.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can put a
Yeah,
material.
sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Is okay, or is it?
I mean, it's glary. It is glary, but you can
Why is it glare?
you can explain,
Oh,
Nitesh.
because
It's
of this
fine.
light.
Yes,
Okay.
the overhead
So could you want
lights.
to stand up rather?
Yes,
So that the
I can do
camera
that.
would be.
How about this?
Kind of the same.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it's okay. Nitesh, if you can explain it,
Okay, let's move.
that should be fine.
Because we don't want that to be bothering your eyes as
Okay,
well.
now
Yeah.
now see.
Maybe better. Yeah.
Better? Okay.
Yeah, a bit better.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm in front of a device which is called the Topaz. Again, it is made by Freedom Scientific. This device is a desktop CCTV magnifier. And as far as I had someone ask me a question, is it easy to learn the controls and regarding the zoom level and brightness? So on most of the devices that we have, they are designed in such a way that it is easy to learn the controls. Most of the things that might be required frequently are arranged in such a way that they can be done they can mostly be done in one steps without getting into multiple steps, going into the menus and things like that. For example, on this device, the brightness, the magnification can be adjusted with this center dial, easily. It can be made bigger or smaller depending on how much.
Sorry, Nitesh. I think the paper you're using is glossy.
Let's have
maybe the matte finish.
How about this?
We cannot see the screen well.
Because I wanted to zoom in for the controls.
Yeah.
Now can you see?
It's better with and maybe you can even invert the colors so it might be better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now I'm just zooming in to see the buttons of the device. Is it visible?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, but you need to show the screen as well.
Sure, I will.
So the magnification can be easily controlled by a dial switch which is in the center of the device. The brightness can be, which might be often needed, can also be controlled by a small rotary button which is to the left of the device. And then we can change the colors, induce false colors on the document, which may help with reducing the the glare from, for example, we did just now something, we changed the colors, and which may help you to reduce the background glare if you're facing the glare from white backgrounds. Inducing false black background could change the way you could read text. So the controls, most of the controls are easy to operate, easy to learn. And somebody asked me about if we magnify, is it going to be blurry? So these devices have a particular software which enhances the text or tries to enhance the image when it is magnified beyond a certain level, so that the blurriness is minimized. For example, on this device, the page that we are trying to read is a AARP newsletter, which is not a book or something, is not very well printed, but still we are able to, I'll try to zoom in and see at what point does it become blurry. So this is 14 zoom, 15 and 16. The letters on the screen they are still very well formed. Although there is, because the printing is like that, there is a little bit of graininess on the screen, but that is natural, and that is normal when we try to make like the zoom, increase the zoom a lot. For example, let's see how much it can go. That is the maximum zoom. So at this point, we are on the maximum level of magnification this device can offer, which is the 16x. Now, it is not small, because this print that we were trying to read, we zoomed in, is already, I think, about 11 or 10 point font. So this was kind of converted into maybe more than a 50 point font. So it's normally the device will not blur the image unless you are doing something which is not correct. Like, for example, I had a glossy, DPVI brochure underneath that could induce some kind of a little blurriness, or if the lighting is not sufficient, it could also cause a little bit of graininess and blurriness on the screen. Let's see what other. Okay, CCTV for prolonged use, and does it cause eye strain? If the device is used appropriately with appropriate settings, it's not likely to cause much eye strain with prolonged use. When I say appropriate settings, what I mean is the correct kind of false colors, which doesn't strain your vision, the correct amount of zoom. If you're using too much, like too large a zoom, that might cause you to struggle to find your place on the document more often than you would do with a smaller magnification level. So the appropriate amount of magnification that you require, the correct false colors if you need them, and of course maintaining proper distance from the screen, depending on how big the screen is, and if your device is a desktop device or if it is a portable device. I will also show you one portable device. Just 1 second, if you can. So this device that I'm trying to show you is from Eschenbach, and this is called the Viso Lux. Let's see if we can invert the colors on this one too. Okay, and then let's zoom in. Now, this is about 20 times zoom on this small screen. Now, this zoom looks different from the bigger screen and the smaller screen, because the smaller screen is just about 7-inch screen. And the bigger one that you were looking at before on the Topaz was about more than 24-inch screen. So now at this high zoom, even the letters or the alphabets or the characters are like pretty much focused. They are not blurry, little grainy, but not blurry. And the red line that you see, that you can see in the center of your screen, is the reading line, which can be turned off. I just have it on this device, but it can be turned off. So for prolonged use, the correct amount of zoom, the correct false colors if you need them, and proper lighting and proper posture, it should be good. You should be able to use CCTV for an extended amount of time. And of course, one more thing which I have seen clients do, they try to use their reading glasses. Now, that could be a challenge. Your reading glasses prescribed by your physician, by your eye doctor, could have a higher power, maybe 6x, or maybe 8x, or maybe 4x. Now, if with your reading glasses on, you would need to go closer to the screen, because higher the power of the reading glasses, the smaller is the focus distance, the focal length. The smaller is the focal length. The focal length means the amount or distance from which the glasses can really focus. If you try to see from far, the image would look blurry. So just experiment with your reading glasses on without, since you're already magnifying, this is already a magnifying device. So if you could do without your reading glasses, with your reading glasses, just try to find the best point for you. And if you do it correctly, the eye strain should be minimized. Okay, what if my vision fluctuates? So fluctuation in vision could be like small or it could be big. I had a client who had some form of a condition that she could see, but after a little while she could barely see. Now in that, it depends, how much of fluctuation you get. But if your fluctuations are like small, then they could be addressed by changing the zoom, or changing the magnification level, or changing the false colors. But if your fluctuation, the vision fluctuation is much larger, then perhaps the CCTV versus the OCR. OCR means, when I say OCR, I want to say optical character recognition. Okay. So device like this one, the Topaz Easy HD, in fact, it's Topaz OCR. And a device like this, which is the APH, like the American Printing House Juno device. Okay. Both of these devices have reading capability. If a text is placed underneath and suitable controls are activated, the text is read out loud. I'm going to try and show it to you on one of these devices and see. Let's see, I'm going to put this page here on the, and by the way, the page that I'm putting on is called an XY tray, XY table, or sometimes a moving tray. With this, you are able to unlock it and move the tray away from you, towards you, to the right, to the left. Let me zoom in a little and see. Okay. Now, if you are reading this particular paragraph and you want to go to the next column, perhaps you could use the reading tray or the XY tray to go to the different parts of the document. So I'm putting this page, I'm locking the tray back. I put this page and I'm going to activate the
position the text inside the window and tap the screen.
I'm going to increase the volume so that
Up.
you guys can hear well.
Yes.
Okay, great. So this page is now positioned inside this green box, green
Table
outline,
mode.
and it's taking a picture and is going to convert this into some form of a text which can be read loud. Let's see what it does.
Your AARP state news.
Okay. It just read one. It didn't read. Okay, let's see.
Your AARP state news, all states, Delaware District of Columbia, North Carolina. Here's tax help, one way to ease. Tune in for video looking for
at this point, it did not do the columns, but normally it would do. These devices are smart enough to understand columns, and it will read one column and then the next column and the next and the next. Sometimes it also makes reading zones. For example, if I'm not sure if you can see, there is a letter 1 here with a circle here. So it is it made this into one zone. It would normally should have made it into several zones, and we could have read zone by zone wise. So we were talking about the fluctuation of vision. So if fluctuation is much larger and you need text-to-speech support, then perhaps a CCTV device like this one or any other device in the market, which can do an OCR or an optical character recognition technology built in, can be helpful. What is the time? How much is the time?
Yeah, it's 1:25.
Okay, great. Thank you, Tara.
Yeah, just one thing I want to explain. It looks blurred for all of us, the glare, because of the glare, but it's not like that in reality. It's much clearer.
Yes, maybe we are facing some glare issue from the lighting in this room, and since this screen is like it's not matte finished.
Yeah.
So that is the reason. If there would have been a monitor with a matte finished screen, it would not have picked up the glare.
Yeah. No, it's fine. It's fine.
And maybe like we can try some floor, gooseneck lamp if there is too much of a glare from the ceiling. So maybe
No, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah.
Okay, great. So now what she wanted to say was that, for example, if you get a CCTV and the area that you put in, you feel the glare, then perhaps feel free to change the lighting around in such a way that you don't see any lights on the screen, the reflection of any lights on the screen.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you. And then let's see. Okay, moving around the page, XY table, reading guides. Okay. Moving around the page, we already talked. Let's go back to the live view here.
Topazon.
Okay, this is the live view, black background. And we just discussed moving around the page with the XY tray. On the, you could, go to the top of the document. You could go left. You could perhaps go a little right and then go back up, depending on. On the other hand, if you have a portable device like the one that we saw, the Visolux from Eschenbach, you could perhaps put the device on the. This is quite a bit of zoom, so you could perhaps, in this case, you are going to move the device rather and not the page. The page or the reading document is going to be stable, and you're going to move the device because these are portable devices. These can be slide on the page. You can slide the device from right to left and top to bottom. One of the things which is often at times missed by not well known is the dynamic line scrolling. This feature is available in some of the devices, like the Visualux that right here has it. Who else is? The Clover book has it.
Sorry, we only are seeing the wall.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, he hasn't changed the device.
Yeah.
To avoid the glare, I was.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. So the Clover book HD device, the Clover book device has the dynamic line scrolling, and of course, few other devices have. So what does that mean? So if you can show the device.
Yeah.
Okay. So if your device is here and you have this magnification to this amount, there are two buttons on the device which can help you scroll the text from right to left and left to right. Let's see. Is it frozen? Is it live view? No, this is live view.
Buttons behind, right?
Yeah, these are the buttons.
Maybe too much magnification or no?
No, magnification is fine. Let's see, magnification is small or what? Let's see. It doesn't seem like it wants to work on this device.
It's fine.
But normally what would happen is that when you press the buttons, right and left buttons,
maybe we can show that here.
The text would. Make sure you don't show them the lights.
Okay.
There are two buttons right here. One is here and one is here. So if you press these buttons, the text should, like the image should move. The entire image should move from right to left and left to right. Some of the larger devices also have an up and down scrolling facility. They have a joystick. With the joystick, you could scroll left, right, up or down. All of them have these. The APS doesn't have it. So this is one of the ways you had a question, Tara?
And No, actually, there's just one from the chat. It says, is there a way to compensate via the large device for narrowed vision, i.e. the face is an image when one sees only 3/4 of the face? I think they mean, can it like complete the whole face or compensate? I'm not sure exactly what you mean, Joyce.
The question was not very clear, but
Yeah.
to the best I understand, are they trying to ask, like, is there a device which can show the entire page?
Mhm.
So if that is the question, then the answer is no.
Yeah.
It depends on the amount of magnification, because whenever you magnify something, the actual size, like the virtual image is much bigger than the actual page. If, for example, if I have a page which is a letter size brochure and I zoom it 4 times or 6 times, now this page is virtually much bigger. So even if my screen is the same size of this page, the entire page will not fit the screen. And same is true with all screens, even if this screen is larger than the page. But once I decide to zoom in, at this point, this is already zoomed in. How much? 7, 6. Now this page is 6 times bigger than the, its real size. So then it doesn't fit on the screen. Now you will have to scroll left to right and top to bottom. I can give an analogy by saying that, say if you go to see a museum and there's an artwork which is about, say for example, let's take this, can you show this DBVI, this the banner here. Now if I see this banner and if my vision allows me, and if I see it, say, from 3 feet, I can, if my visual field is good, I can see probably the entire DBVI department for the blind. But if I go, like, say, 4 inches close, then I would only be able to see the V or the I, not the rest, because I'm going too close. This is called approach magnification, and it works the same way whether you use the approach magnification or you use the magnification in any other form. Whenever we magnify something, we are going close to it. So some of it is going to be not seen. Hope that answers the question. If not, please post in the chat again.
Yeah, I mean, we can go to the questions later because it's 1:33.
Okay, light sensitive eyes, change brightness. Okay, great. So light sensitive eyes, many of the impairments would, of course, make eyes sensitive to light, glare. So one of the things that we can do is induce false colors. For example, we have this color here, the true color background. Now this is white background here. It will be much harder for a person to see this one because it's a white background and the black text. If they have a light sensitivity, then perhaps looking at this one, which has a black background and the white text, which does not bleach the eye by the blue light.
Sorry, Nitesh, you're moving the webcam a lot, so it's
Sorry, it's me.
It's dizzying a little bit, yeah.
Sorry, it's me. I think
Okay,
next time we will get a stand and stuff.
Yeah.
And
So I was thinking
Okay.
that we will show different devices, so that's why I was okay.
Yeah.
So again, inducing correct amount of false color will help in the glary, reduce glare. And then there is another thing which can help reduce the glare, which is called the reading masks. So let's do a vertical, this is the horizontal reading mask. Now, even if I switch to the regular colors, the white background and the black text, even if I'm doing that, the part of the screen, the text is only seen in a small portion of the screen. The rest of the screen is masked. So these reading masks can help you reduce the glare in a different way. And you could change the reading mask. You could make it smaller or bigger. You can change its position. I'm making it smaller here, a little bigger. And then I'm changing the position now. That way you could also read what is on the screen with the reading mask on, and then avoiding the glare that would have come from the rest of the screen. So this is one of the ways that glare sensitivity can be addressed, but most of it can be easily addressed by inducing false colors of correct in the correct form. When I say false colors, there are several. Like there are, this device might not have all, because you need to turn on all combinations from within the settings, but still it has these yellow, black, and then the blue, yellow, and then the normal colors. But there are several others, so depending on what, trying to, by hit and trial, trying to see what works best for someone, they can perhaps do it that way. Reading glossy magazines. So what glossy magazines do is they would normally create a reflection from the light which is within the each electronic magnifier or each CCTV magnifier has a light which illuminates the document that we are trying to see. Let's turn off the reading mask. Okay, so that illuminates the document that we are trying to see, and if the document is glossy, we might get some reflections from there. So one of the ways that could be addressed is by turning off this reading light. For example, this device offers the way to turn off this light. Now, there is no reading light. The reading light, can you show that here? The reading light has been turned off. This is all dark.
Can you see?
Yes.
So this can sometimes help. And when you turn off, do remember that when you turn off the reading light for any of these devices, you should have ample amount of ambient light so that the document is still visible, But you can experiment with that ambient light. For example, if you have a floor lamp, you can experiment with that one to in such a position that the reflection is minimized. Let's turn back the reading light on so that you guys can also see that the reading light is now turned on.
Nitesh, it's 1:38. Do you have other devices to show us before we go to questions?
Yes. So as I was telling you before, these devices come in several shapes and sizes and forms. This is one of the device, which is Eschenbach SmartLux. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
This is Eschenbach SmartLux device. Mobilux device. Sorry, this is the Eschenbach Mobilux device. This is about 3.5 inches screen. But it works the same way. Let me turn it on and show it to you so that you guys can see here. Okay, so this also can be moved on the page like a lens. Okay, so this is one of the devices. Then let's bring
Sorry, Nitesh, just the Mobilux. You can hold it as a handheld magnifier as well because of the handle, right?
Yes, you can hold the Mobilux device like a lens because it has a holding handle. On the other, like similar to this, the Ruby also has a holding handle. Ruby is very popular amongst folks. They know Ruby. So Ruby gives you a reading stand and also gives you a handle to hold it, so that you can use it like a lens on not only on documents but also on like small bottles or maybe other objects or maybe your controls of your some other electronic device to see. Then you also have the larger tablet form devices, which I can show you one of those too.
Your battery is running low.
Huh?
Your battery is running low.
The battery is running low. Okay. For the laptop. Oh wow.
Okay, maybe meanwhile, since he is finding the laptop thing, I will also just show how the contrast helps with regard to writing or reading. So let me show our DBVI high contrast material. Are you able to find it?
Yes, I
Okay.
put the thing on the charge.
Okay. So now we will recommend our clients to write something higher.
We
Right?
only see the table. Now the screen is showing.
No, you need to show it down. Yeah. Can you see that now?
We see the table.
Okay. So you see the table now?
Mhm.
Okay. Here I'm going to write something like grocery.
Mhm.
I can look at the monitor and I'll be able to do some writing. So when we do this writing, we recommend to use the marker and something bolder, brighter as well. So might be all caps would be helpful. So it might be a simple grocery list, or it might be some reminders that can be done. And let me also show you another functional thing that could be doing the check. So this one is a check with some optical thing going on. Sorry, this is also a check that would allow a client to write between the lines. Are you able to see the screen?
Is that the screen or yeah?
Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So when it comes with masking as well as with good magnification, it would allow someone to write the check perfectly and much more independently. These are all the functional ways, even if a client would think like doing a simple task independently could be achieved using this closed circuit television or the CCTV. Okay, now it's up to Mr. Nitesh.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's see. There's another device that I'm just going to show.
So to continue with some examples, some of my clients would read their mail using the CCTV, and they will also identify their pill bottle or the medicines sometimes using the CCTV. So CCTV is another functional device for a person who's at home all day or person who is employed. So it can be used in multiple ways.
So this one is an entirely different device. It's kind of a CCTV camera. This connects to a computer. And once it is connected properly with the software and everything, you can put, this camera can also like move in different directions. So you could do the near, you could do the far, like different, if you have to see something at far, you could also do it with that. And then the controls on, can you show the controls, please?
Yeah.
The controls on here, they allow you to change the zoom and induce false colors. And this can also do an OCR, but this will do an OCR on the computer because it has a software which runs. So if you have a computer and if you just don't want to have another CCTV with the the large screen, your computer has a big large monitor. You could perhaps go for one of these kind of devices, and then your computer can work as a computer as well as for your magnification needs. So this is a different variety. Then another device that I can show you is the it's called the Iris Vision. Now this is a entirely different is it closed or open? Entirely different category of devices. These devices are like wearable magnifiers. I hope you can see them. I can describe them a little bit also. This looks like a wearing glasses, like slightly thicker than the wearing glasses, maybe a lot thicker than the wearing glasses, but a little bit. And this, in fact, connects to a phone, which is here. And the phone runs an application. It could be an Android phone or maybe, in fact, they give the phone. So it's the phone is dedicated. And the phone runs an application. And on this device, you have two small screens. Can you see that, Tara?
Yes.
On this device, you have two small screens on which you can see the image. And this device has modes like the regular scene, the bioptic mode,
Just show it
the
here.
bubble
No,
magnification.
just show it here so that there would be less contrast.
Okay, you want
Do
to show
you
it?
see the contrast little better now, looking at the glasses?
Yeah, I mean, we can see the glasses. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
fine.
Mhm.
So again, I was telling you this will have a scene mode, then a bioptic mode, then a restricted field of view mode where the images are made small for people who have visual field defects, something like RP, retinitis pigmentosa, and they would be better able to see the image. So this is one of the device, and such devices are a few more in the market. But with the changing in technology scenario, we are also having the artificial intelligence come into the arena by offering something like Ray-Ban Meta glasses or the Li Solos glasses from the Envision, who can these glasses can actually read text out of that. And also, since they have an AI component, so they're connected to the internet, so you could ask follow-up questions. For example, if you are reading something, if say you're reading the DBVI banner, it says DBVI, Department for the Blind and Vision Impaired, and then you can say, hey, Li, or hey Meta, do you know where this DBVI office is? Then perhaps it's going to use the same clue, go to the internet, find the information, and give it back to you. So like the office, there may be several offices, which one are you looking for? And then you might say, I'm looking for the Fairfax office. And then it might say, okay, there's a Fairfax office. Would you need its address? Things like that.
Nitesh, I hate to cut you off, but I think we have to open it for questions now.
Yes,
because
please.
we only have like almost 10 minutes left.
Yeah.
But this was
happy to answer any questions that you guys have,
excellent. So anyone who would like to ask a question, could you please either write it in the chat or simply unmute yourselves? And we can start with the questions. So I have Sherry, the first one, and then Wendy. Sherry Stanley, do you have a question, or you were just... Oh, okay. Wendy?
Yes.
Okay.
I think you said the OCR, that's portable reader, and it's a 7-inch screen, correct?
Yes, the device that we looked at here is the APH Juno device. This is actually, it's made by Freedom Scientific. It's called Ruby 7 as well. And this device has an OCR, so it can read the text back to you.
So which is better, Ruby 7 or the other device, the second one you showed us? Is that the one with, so not Ruby, but the other one? It's sitting right to your left of your...
Wendy, Eschenbach doesn't have optical character recognition, which is the text-to-speech capability, right, Nitesh?
Yes, the VisualX is not, it does not have an OCR. So when choosing the device, it will be essential to know what features you need, and based on that, we can recommend, or we can choose a device for you.
So the Ruby has text-to-speech.
The Ruby means what, like the Ruby 5?
No, you just said Ruby 7, or is that what you're holding?
Yes, this is like Ruby 7, but this has been this device is actually made for the American printing house, and they market it by the name of Juno, Juno, and this Juno device has an OCR, a text-to-speech feature.
And the Ruby 10 has text-to-speech. I'm not sure about the 7.
Ruby 10 has speech, the Compact 10 has speech.
Which do you like better?
Wendy, we cannot recommend any brands here. It's all personal.
Which works better?
Well, I mean, both the devices work better. I have recommended this Juno to several clients, and they're happy. I've also provided the compact 10s to some of my clients, and they are happy too. So both devices work pretty good.
And you said what number? Juno what?
So that
Juno 7, Wendy. Juno
Ju-
7.
Juno 7. And is
no,
that
Juno is just the Juno. There is no other
Okay.
Juno. So it's just the Juno, like JUNO. That is the only device APH has.
and that's what you're holding right now?
Yes, please. If you
Yeah.
go to the webpage which says aph.org and you search the Juno, you will get the Juno on the screen, and then you will get the features, you will get the price, everything there.
Okay, so
And
how do I
Wendy,
find
sorry,
the
we
Go
Juno?
to
have
other
to move on.
questions. Can we go to
Wendy.
other people and other questions now, please?
Wendy, we need to move on. Janice?
Nora, I just wanted to let people know that Freedom Scientific has changed their name to Vispero. So if people are doing searches, they shouldn't be confused when they see Vispero.
Thank you. Thank you, Janice.
That's a good information. Yeah, Freedom Scientific
Mhm.
is, I mean, they're in a confused state as of now,
Mhm.
but still Vispero, yeah.
Joyce?
Could you delineate any differences in the large desktop version between the Scientific American and the Eschenbach?
Well, one of the differences is the size of the screen. I mean, this is just about
No, I mean on both of them, the large screen ones. I think Scientific American and Eschenbach both make a large screen desktop. Is there
Okay.
any difference in the quality or the content of what they offer?
Well, when two manufacturers make a device, there are bound to be some differences in specifications. But on the whole, I would say both of them are of good quality. So, I mean, both of them, Eschenbach is a well-known name, as well as the Freedom Scientific Vispero is a well-known name in these kind of devices. So I don't see a lot of difference, but of course there will be some differences in the specifications.
Thank you so much.
We have a question from Andrew from the chat. How well do the devices magnify book pages, particularly the text near the inner edge of the pages?
The question is how large?
No, how well do they magnify books?
Oh, I have a book here. I can put it under the the Vispero brand here, the Freedom Scientific Topaz or Vispero. And this book, I'm just trying to holding this so that it remains open. And then here is the text. This is the center of the page. If you can see my finger, this is the seam of the book. So it's doing it pretty well. I mean, I can read it very well. So
okay. We have another raised hand, ACQ348. I don't know who that is, but please go ahead.
I think that is me. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Hi, it's Shannon. I'm not sure why my name was not there, but that's okay.
No worries.
Natasha, I was wondering if most or if not all of the handheld devices, if they had stands.
That's a great question. Some of the handheld devices do, portable devices do have a reading stand. The Eschenbach Visolux has a reading base on which you can put this device, and then the device would be, a little higher, stay a little higher on the table, and then you could put a reading material underneath. Some of the devices do come with an accessory called the reading bases. Shannon, does that answer your question?
Sorry, it does. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah. Any other questions, please?
Any other questions for Nitesh? Nitesh, I learned something from what you mentioned was the mask, that's an excellent feature. I didn't know it was called mask. And do most of the devices have them, or the newer versions usually?
Most of the newer devices have them. When we say newer, maybe 5, 6 years, 7, 8 years old. But if you go to an age-old like a 12, 15 years old device, then perhaps they just had the reading line. And the masks were introduced a little later, but now almost all of the devices which have larger screens, they do have the reading masks.
Okay, so we have one last question from Joyce.
Oh,
Or-
thank you. It's come to pass, and maybe other people have the same problem, that when I look at a live person's face, the left side of it disappears. And I'm wondering if when you are looking at an image on these devices, if there's a way to compensate for the disappearance that might occur when you just look at a picture of a face.
Okay, so if I got the question correctly, you're trying to say that when you look at someone, the left side of their face disappears?
Yes.
Okay.
Or
So
it's bathed in much more light. Is there a way to adjust the machine so that you can compensate for parts of a picture and maybe not another part?
Well,
yeah.
the illumination that the machine would provide is uniform, but you could compensate by trying to again mask some of the parts of the image. And the way that you are saying that you look at a person and the left side of their face disappears indicates that probably you have a visual field issue. It will be best to get in touch with your eye doctor to prescribe you something like prismatic lenses or something like that to perhaps compensate a little bit of if it can be done. But these devices like the CCTVs, they don't have a way to just enhance a part of the image. But when we put something underneath, we can perhaps change a little, make a little bit change there, by masking some areas so that the others are more visible and things like that.
Thank you.
Nitesh, we're almost there. I would like to thank you for this excellent presentation and your colleague as well. We have similar devices at our resource centers. If anybody is interested in trying them out, you are more than welcome to make an appointment and just come and try them out. That would be very helpful to know if these devices are right for you or not before getting them. Nitesh?
Thank you, Tara.
One last word for you.
Thank you for having us, DBVI, Let Present DBVI. And again, just like the POB, we also work in a same manner. We do assessments. If someone or someone you know of needs our services, please let them call us and make a referral. And then we can go from there.
We are lucky to have you in Virginia.
Thank you. Thank you, Tara. Thanks. Same with POB. I mean, we are lucky to have POB, and also that POB is expanding, I've heard. And once that happens, it's going to be really marvelous. I mean, fabulous work. So good.
Thank you. Thank you all, and hope to see you tomorrow at our town hall meeting on Zoom at 11 o'clock.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Tara.
Thank you. Bye.